Listen, say what you want. I'm a great beat maker. If you don't agree, it doesn't matter. Welcome to Club Shada episode 278. This show is brought to you by Shada, where the gods of good fortune. It is midnight and 39 here in Lisbon, Portugal. It is 1 and 39. I'm so sorry for my guest. Yeah, in Morocco out there, it is 1 and 39. And listen, everybody in the chat, tell me what time it is, where you're watching from. Put the flag of where you're watching from and what time it is. Put the city, the flag, and so we can start this show. I want to acknowledge the stream royalty for the month of February with $15. Dan Tana, thank you so much, and also all the sponsors who are doing super chat and pushing this. It's been a long time that some of you didn't do super chat. J'aime pas ça. Listen, I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody is in the best feeling. Before I welcome my illustre guest, Sabrina Ziklov, we are at episode 278. Yes. That's right. Future Soundbeat, avant de demander comment vont les go, demande-nous d'abord, dis bonjour quand même. Vous les pauvres, vous êtes bizarres. Yannick Barbosa, welcome. Hello, I hope you're doing good. Robert, hello. Sips Run, what up? How you doing? Joël Amen, Mbote. Respect ALC. What up, brother? You know, sometimes I ask myself, what was your name back in the days? What was your name on YouTube like 6 months ago? I don't know why I keep forgetting. Every time I see your name, it reminds me that I forget that. Midnight and 39 in the UK, 7:40 in Les Chutes du Niagara in Canada. No, she's not the crazy ex. Listen, I would be scared to invite the crazy ex because actually I was talking to her cousin. I was with her cousin in Belgium not so long ago. And I was like, take me to my ex. Let's go see her. But I don't know. She was like, I don't think it's a good idea. You will trigger her. Listen. Anyway, tonight I have a special show and a special guest. As always, you know, my guests are people that I think you need to hear from. And this guest has been my friend for, listen, I don't know, 30, 35. Okay, listen, I would say we've been friends for 30 years. Friends, brother, sister. But we probably know each other from, I don't know, for forever. Like since we were born, or maybe when we were 10. So I don't remember. All I know is like, as back as I look in my memories, she's there. So everybody, yeah, now I remember. All right. So yeah, everybody put me a lot of hearts in the chat and welcome Sang Boni. What did I do? Hey, ooh.
Hey.
C'est
quoi?
Vraiment, en 30 minutes, vous les femmes, vous faites de la magie.
Hein?
My sister, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm great. I'm happy to be at last on the famous Club Shada show.
For real. It's been a long time coming.
Years, seriously.
First of all, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Second of all, how long have we known each other?
Yeah, I was listening to the introduction, laughing myself out by myself. No, I am not the crazy ex, but I know the crazy ex.
Wait, which one?
The one that made me cry. That's the one I hate the most.
I mean, it's not.
I don't remember her name.
There's a few of them that made me cry.
Oh my I just remember one. Anyway,
You, you,
my first memory of you was 1988, Intercontinental Hotel in front of the pharmacy. We were introduced, but I'm sure you don't even remember.
1988 in front of the Intercontinental in Kinshasa.
Sides in front of the
Wow.
yeah
In
Nouvelle
front of the
Tour.
pharmacy.
Yeah, in front of like the place to
Yeah,
be.
Latrium. Yeah, yeah.
The
I was
place.
always there.
Who wasn't?
88. Oh, Lord.
88. Yeah, we were there.
So,
Think
uh,
It was the time everybody was getting there, and of course we had to go back home because 18h30.
yeah, that was the time that all of us had the curfew. The bodyguards would come like, it's time to go.
End of the party, everybody.
Patron, it's time to go. Ay, are you calling me you calling me patron, but you're giving me orders.
In front of my friends.
So, yeah, her sound is breaking up. I was hearing it too. Your sound is breaking up a little bit sometimes.
Africa Network. I'm sorry. This is Africa.
Yeah, it is what it is. But no, it was good before. Listen, try to call me back just right now, just to see if it changes something.
Okay.
Ça fait écho aussi. Hey, yeah. Listen, this is. It is what it is. Non, elle est pas stressée. C'est pas une fille stressée. What up, Emery from Montreal? Plus, she's drinking the blood of Jesus. Oh. Lord. Okay, let's see now.
C'est mieux? Better?
Do you have?
Okay, there's one of your followers that is saying, elle a l'air stressée. Oui, je suis stressée parce que je suis timide. Merci beaucoup de m'avoir remarqué. Merci pour le soutien. I'm stressed.
C'est moi.
Yeah, of course. Keisha!
C'est moi. Que t'es stressé de quoi? What are you stressed about?
No, I feel like there's a million people looking at me right now. It's not like I'm in my room by myself. Welcome to my
Yeah.
kingdom. I feel like there's a lot of all these people writing. I feel like they're looking at me. Donc je suis un peu intimidée.
Well, listen. I suggest that you turn off the sound. No, turn down the volume of your phone just a little bit
Okay.
to see if this helps.
Il est un peu fort. And now? How
Yeah,
is it
talk.
now?
Yeah. Good. It's just so that it doesn't do an echo.
Okay. Because I think I'm becoming deaf because it's like it was at the maximum.
Eh, vraiment.
Yes, we are gonna turn 50, dear.
Talk
next
for
year.
you. Plus, she's drinking the blood
You
of Jesus.
before
She
me,
looks.
you before
Hey,
me,
I'm ready for the party.
right?
I'm ready for the party, Mama. I'm ready for the party.
We're gonna party the whole fucking year. I'm sorry, excuse my French. The kids are sleeping. I can't say fuck. Turn
Yeah.
up here.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I am ready. So, non, c'est pas grave. C'est l'internet du village. Elle est au Maroc. She's in.
Les
So,
commentaires. Merci les gars. Merci pour la force. Thank you.
so you are talking to us from Rabat, Morocco.
Yes, the place to be right now is Morocco.
Oh, okay. Why?
That's what I heard because of the football that I don't like anyway.
Oh,
But
okay.
since Morocco almost won the World Cup, it's like it's the place to see
They
right
were
now.
amazing. I got to say, they were amazing.
Well, I'm proud of my second country, so I don't like football, but I'm proud to watch it from afar.
I can imagine that seeing this from there, what must have been something amazing.
No, it was party in the streets every day. Well, I live in a neighborhood where there's no noise, there's no traffic. It's next to the palace of the king, so you can't hear people
I'm
screaming
sorry.
except the mosque. But in Casablanca, for example, or in Marrakesh, you could hear the people in the streets screaming and celebrating every match. It was amazing,
Wow, that's
and
amazing.
you could feel how people were proud, of their team.
Yeah, I can imagine. All these people came back there like kings, superstars.
Yeah, and the team was at the palace. The king received them and gave them a medal or something. I don't know. And there's this video that went viral of the future king looking at one of the teammates, one of the team players, like with envy. It was so
Oh,
beautiful because
wow.
he can play football publicly. He's the future king of Morocco. Tu vois? Donc
Ah,
he
that's
was looking
true.
at the guy, with
Uh,
envy. It was
it,
beautiful.
it is true that there's a future king. And yeah.
I've met
How,
him. Well, I met him. We went. I'm gonna tell my kids I had brunch with the future king. I don't care. We went to a restaurant to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Mobutu's death. The whole family was there, and the future king was there in the restaurant. He arrived like just right after us. So we went into the restaurant, and he was right behind us. So the whole restaurant thought we were together, which was
oh,
great. We got inside and he passed us and he sat with his friend a little far from everybody, and of course nobody could take pictures.
of
the
course.
the bodyguards came to us so that we had to delete all the pictures we took with him, even from the back. We had to
Yeah,
delete
yeah.
all the pictures with him inside.
Hold
it,
easy.
it, it was beautiful to see so much power.
Memories. So
Yes.
how how old is he?
He started university 2 years ago. Il a eu son bac at 18 ans, I think. Yeah, 18, 19 maybe.
Okay. Mm,
Mhm.
nice.
Google him,
So
right? As he's gonna be Hassan the third.
I always had one question about that. Did you growing up? Did you were you around the king?
No, I remember one story. You're gonna laugh about it. We were in Kinshasa, and as usual, the protocol calls and Papa veut vous voir, so you have to go. And we were getting ready to go on a holiday. It was, I think, Easter holiday. We were going to Miami,
Yeah.
and it was our first travel without the parents. So we were very excited, and they were like, you have to pack your luggage. Le Maréchal is waiting for you guys, and he was here in Morocco. So we were like, okay, we're going to Miami anyway. So we got in the plane and we meet up with the cousins and everybody. We get here in Rabat, and as soon as he sees us, you know what he asks us? What are you guys doing here? Because the
What?
protocol, he asked us like, what are you doing here? We were like,
What
it's
are
not
what are you
like,
kids doing here?
yeah, it's not like, we went from one house to another. We literally changed country, and you're asking us what are we doing here? Because actually the protocol messed up. When he said I want to see the kids, it was his kids, not all the kids. So voila. And I remember that time we went to the palace and we were put aside with all the princes and the princesses. But I have little less or nothing as a memory. But I know we've met, but I don't
So
remember.
okay. How are we gonna go back from the start because some people might not
Eh,
understand the whole situation and who we're talking about when we say papa. Okay. So let's start from the beginning. So you actually
74.
you you were born in 74. Your father,
2 months after you.
yes, you, we old. Your now we young. We listen. Look at how we look. Your so your father actually. For I mean, me growing up, I know that your family name was one of the most famous family name in Congo.
Thank you, Dada.
And so what? So why? First of all, what did he do? Because I think I never met him.
I know you never met him because he died. My father, my biological father, died in 1982.
Okay.
I think we didn't meet at that time. In
Yeah. No.
Voilà. And actually, my father was married to a lady that had twin little sisters. And one of them became to be the first lady, Mobutu's wife.
Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah,
I
I
know
know. I
it's very
didn't. I know. I didn't introduce. Like, listen. The problem is this: we've known each other forever. So, okay, this is Sangboni, and she's my sister, and we've known each other forever. And now we're gonna go from the start. So, your father was. So, no, no, wait. Your father had twin daughters.
No, my father was married to a lady that was named Mary.
Your
And
father
Mary,
was
he was married to a lady that was named Mary.
okay.
And Mary had two little sisters, two twin
Two
sisters.
little sisters. Okay.
Yeah, Francesca and Antoinette.
Okay.
And
That's the French
Francesca,
names.
voilà, Francesca, they were Catholic. Their father was that's we're gonna go even further later. Is the other twin.
Sorry, I clicked something. Sorry. Go back. So
Okay,
your
I go back.
father was married to Mary. Mary
Yeah,
had two twin sisters.
yeah.
Okay. And then
Francisca and Antoinette.
okay, Francisca and Antoinette.
You
What
know,
happened
you
then?
know, you know their name by Mama Bobila Dawa and Mama Kosiangama.
Of course, that's how I know
One
them. So
became the first lady, and my mother became the second wife of my father. The one that was married to Mary. And when he died in
wh-
1982, she
wait.
became
I'm lost. I'm lost. Wait a minute. I'm
drawn
lost.
it in a picture to
So
explain.
your father had a wife named Mary, and she had
Yeah,
two twin sisters,
yeah.
and she married one of the twin sisters as a second wife.
My father, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You know how it was in our
Yeah.
parents' time, where sometimes you marry or your sister's your wife's sister or niece, if your wife cannot have children, or if it just doesn't work between you two, you were
Okay.
allowed to marry the sister or the niece.
Yeah.
We actually have a saying in our tribe that say "dumo duni." It means je veux dire en français, mets-le au monde et épouse-le. It means we marry each other in our village. It means you
Okay.
can marry someone you could be their father. You can marry them. It was something very
From
current, and that is how I became to be.
okay. So wait a minute. Your mom, your mom was the second wife then.
Of 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 uh, the guy Monsieur Lito that was married
Okay,
to
Mr. Lito.
Mary.
Okay.
Yes,
So that's so. Did he have children with
with
the
Mary.
first wife?
Yes, he had children. Actually, before marrying Mary, he had one son, and then he married Mary, and they had one son and four girls. So
Okay.
five.
Then then after that he married your his the
My
twin
mom,
the sister, your mom, and then she
yeah,
had another set of kids.
six kids with my mom.
So in
No, wait,
total,
yeah, six, yes, six with my mom.
he had like 13 or 14 kids.
Officially, I think we're like almost 20. If because there's some of them I don't know, they crawl from everywhere, and we have more
Okay.
apparently. With all due respect to everybody.
Back then, a wealthy man could marry a woman and his young sisters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or nieces. Actually, we have a different example of people we know we grew up with. I'm not gonna say their name, but one of family we know. The wife couldn't have kids, so the husband took the niece of the wife, and she's the one that had most of the kids. And the kids know that their biological mother is this one, but the other one they also
Is
consider their mom, and they
yes.
grew up like that. We have several
Yeah.
examples, several families, especially
Yeah.
in our tribe, because most of
Yeah. Yeah.
them are from our tribe.
So what is your tribe?
Alors, we are the Lingbanzi from North DRC.
Okay. Not far
Apparently,
from.
we how far from
No,
Kinshasa?
you're not far from RCA, right?
No, just at the border. Actually, we have
Uh,
family on the other side of the border. We speak the same dialect. Theirs is how do you say, a derivé of our Ngbanzi language. They speak
okay.
Sango. We
Sango, yeah.
understand it.
Oh
It's
wow,
like
amazing.
Kinshasa and Brazzaville,
Yeah.
Badolite and Bangui on the other side. We have like a tiny river that you can cross by how do you call that in English? Pirogue.
Pirogue.
You say
I don't
pirogue
know.
in English?
No, when I don't know the word, I say in French. They
You
all
can say
speak
in
French
French.
too here.
Voilà. This
I mean,
is
most of
how.
them.
So we were talking about my parents. So
Yeah.
daddy had six kids with mom, and in 1982, my father, Mr. Lito, died,
Okay.
and that's where we were like adopted by Mobutu. That was the president at that time of DRC, of Zaire
So
at that.
why did he adopt you, guys?
Well, I don't think I can say that live, but I
Okay.
think
Okay.
because first off, my
Bonsoir, Queen
father,
Saint-Boni.
Mr. Tito and Mobutu, they were like brothers because they are from the
Okay.
same family. That's something we
Okay.
should say. They're from the same family. I thought my father was Mobutu's uncle, but I read lately the real
Oh,
story. They were they were like comment tu dis cousin germain?
okay.
Their
First
mothers were
cousins.
cousins. Yeah, first cousins. Voilà, that's the term
Okay.
I was looking. They were first cousins. So and plus my Monsieur Lito was older, so it was like
A
and
duty.
because Lito also introduced him to his wife and helped him become a president. Maybe that's why he was, he had to do something for his kids, take care of his kids while he wasn't there, and that's what
Okay.
he did. Well, the last of us had her baccalaureate the year he died, actually. So he did what he promised my father, I think, to take care of us.
So he introduced Mobutu to his wife, who was the
My
the
mom,
other twin sister.
yes,
So
my
once
mom's.
he, so once your mom's sister, your mom's twin sister, so then he just adopted everybody.
Yes,
So how
like
how did it
like
how
us.
what you said?
Lucky us.
Yeah. So once you all adopted, how did you already know the other kids? Because all of a sudden you have a bunch of brothers and sisters because Mobutu himself had
We knew,
kids from his first wedding.
we all knew each other because my aunt, my mom's twin, she already had four kids with
Okay.
Mobutu. So we were going at school together. I think you were in that school too, Madame
Yeah,
Delvin. Yeah, we were all in that school.
yeah,
So
we will.
we knew the kids he had with Mama Cece. I think we never met them. We only met them when she died and my aunt became officially the first lady. This is when we met his other kids, and we didn't have any choice. At that time, you don't ask the kids
Yeah,
their point of view.
yeah.
C'est comme ça.
So
Papa
you all
s'occupe de tout.
become. So you all
We all become
became.
a big family.
So hey, everybody got along because everybody knew each other anyway. We were all
We
part
didn't
of that
have
little.
we didn't have a choice.
He's like, yo, that's your
Tu vas
sister
dire
now.
quoi? Tu
You
vas dire
remember your
quoi?
friend? You remember your friend? She's your sister now. All right.
Well, actually, I had that because on my father also, uh, not only he had kids with my aunt Mary and then my mom, but he also had kids with other women. So
Oh,
one of my friends at school was Nancy Lito, my half sister, and we didn't know we were sisters.
okay.
We
So
kind
they
of
were.
knew because her brother was my brother. I
Yeah,
knew that, but we were young. We were like 8, 7, 6, 7.
yeah, yeah.
So confused, but yeah,
Mobai River.
yeah. Mobile River is the one between RCA and us.
Mountain Experience says Bonsoir Queen Sengboni.
I saw that. Bonsoir Mountain. Attention,
And
when I start talking about my family, I cannot stop. You're gonna have to stop me.
oh no, that's super interesting. I wish I was born Congolese to do my wife's sisters too. Well, I hope your wife is not seeing this.
What
Oh,
people say.
Dalia.
My God.
Dalia MTV, what up? How are you? So now you go from having 20 brothers and sisters to 40.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
one question I have. Did the so you had your so it's the thing, this is the thing. In all our families, right? We have the official and then
Yeah,
the unofficials, right?
yeah.
So my question here is, did all of you get adopted by Mobutu, including the unofficial,
No,
or some of
just my
them?
just, just my mother's kids and Mary's kids.
Okay.
My mom's
So the
actually, because the others they weren't official, like you said, the non-official. Some of them we didn't even know about their existence, and
but they had the
some
name.
of them not even the names. We were in the same schools and everything, but like for example, my elder sister has the same name as one of my half sisters. Yeah, my father did that. They were born the same year, and he gave them the same name, which means two houses. The name means two houses. Yeah, imagine. And they were in the same
Oncle.
no, African gangsters. They were gangsters.
They were gangsters
So
back then.
So he adopted us, the official kids, like I could say.
Okay, yeah.
Again, with all due respect to my siblings. Donc voilà, he took care of the youngest, that was us, my mom's kids, and my aunt's kids. Their brother was that Bundu was old
Yes.
enough to take care of his siblings, so he was appointed to take care of his sisters, and
Okay.
Mobutu was appointed. He appointed himself to take care of us, my mom's kids, the six of us.
Did did you ever feel back then that maybe the kids that were not part of the pack, the lucky pack, did they ever feel jealous or
Well,
Why not me? Do you
at
think
that
so?
time, I didn't think about it, but today,
Yeah.
I'm sure some of them were jealous. Well, actually, I'm sure of it, because when you see the way some people react, you cannot stop thinking about.
Because
They just about the life we had, but we didn't choose the life we had. I mean,
yeah,
I
of
was
course.
8 when I died. I didn't have any choice but to accept a stepfather that I didn't choose, and it was like that. Voilà.
But because your father and Mobutu were best friends, so you already knew your new father.
Yeah, actually, he was coming sometimes at home. I remember when he was coming at home, they used to turn all the lights off. Mobutu is coming, but for us, it was the president. You know, we were so young because we were
Yeah.
seeing him on TV. We knew he
Yeah.
was married to
Quand le
our
toit se
aunt.
lève sur le fleuve Zaïre,
Voilà,
t'as
we
bon.
knew he was married to our aunt, but for us, it was le président. And when my father died, I don't. Nobody explained. I don't remember someone explaining to me that we were going to move and live at Kanchachi, and nobody
And have a
explained
new
that.
dad.
It just happened. We just moved.
I have so many questions.
I
What
know, me
about
too.
what about what about grieving? Like
Oh
when
God,
your father passed, you were 8.
yeah,
So at the same time, you lose a father at 8. You you were sad. It's devastating. And at the same time, you have a new father who's the fucking president, le Maréchal. How
yeah.
how do you process that as a kid?
You you don't you don't because in our culture we don't talk about our feelings.
Yeah,
Never,
I know.
never.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
I'm not. We don't talk about our feelings, so it's something you carry with you your whole life. And at one point, you explode.
Interesting story, beautiful Sengboni. I'm gonna write a book about it. Des journalistes qui sont là.
Please do, please do.
That would be an amazing
You
book.
can write.
That would be
You
an
can write
listen.
about the queen. You can write a book about the queen, not the others, because I don't think all my big family want to be. Actually, some of them won't be happy of me telling all this story, but it is my story, so I
We
have the right to
we
say
are
it.
not we're not gonna steer problems, and we're gonna stick to stuff that is known. So, but it's really an interesting thing because
I
most
know it's
people
complex.
most people, of course, they know about Mobutu. Some people love, some people hate, some people read stories and have no clue in reality, and some people were there. Uh, we were there. We were born in there. So before your father passes, you were living where? In Badolite?
Sorry.
Before your father passes, you were living in Badolite?
No, we were living in Kinshasa, UPN, the house we were
Oh,
born in.
the one where il y avait des signes. Je me rappelle, il y avait des signes.
No, we never had scenes.
I saw them. I
Non,
saw
on n'a
them.
jamais eu. You saw.
Oh, c'était des
Really?
autruches.
You did?
I swear, I've been there at the barbecue. One day I was at the barbecue there. I went
Well,
there. It was
that's not
me.
my father's
It-
house, because
it-
my father's house, there were never strangers. Like,
oh no, so not it's not that house. It's the
no,
after. It's afterwards.
yeah,
Maybe it was. No, it was. I'm
no,
talking when we were 15. When we were
non.
15.
On avait des pans.
Yeah. Yeah. Des ponts. I saw that house. No, wait. This is the after when we were 15.
Yeah,
Around. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Very
I remember being in
close-
the house.
very close to my mom's house.
That's when your
We still,
brother had a.
we still have it.
That's when your brother had a white Jeep, the Wrangler. That
Yeah.
Jeep was famous. We were all like, "Oh my God, he has a Jeep! Oh, look at him! It was so cool. It was
I
like
wanted
18.
the same. I wanted that
Me
Jeep
too.
so bad.
That's the Bobby Brown days, like back in the every little step I make, and they will be there. And he had the Jeep, and he was there chilling, and we were like, "Wow!" And he was looking at us like, "Petit,
Yeah, with the kids. He still look at us like that till today. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be 50. You cannot look at me like this. He still treated me if I was 15. He's 40. He's gonna turn 54. 50, yeah, 54 next year. So
You know what's
yeah,
crazy? He's only 5 years older than us, but back then he felt like he was 20 years older than us.
yeah, yeah. Avec les go-go, quand tu voulais pas manger.
So, so wait. So you went from living us. We were at Binza, a little more up,
Yeah,
right? All of us, we were there anyway. We were up there
yeah,
in
we
the hills.
in
So
Binza.
you went from living in UPN to moving to
To
Conchachi,
come
which
back
was
from one day to another without notice, and we left everything behind.
so now you live in a military camp. I mean, there was a
Yeah, we live.
house inside of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever went there. There
I
was,
don't. I don't
when
know.
you get in the Conchachi, there's the military base, the houses of the military, and when you go towards the river,
Yeah.
uh, there was the house, and it was how do you say, gated.
Oh yeah.
There was that, and there was the main house where he was living, and there was the
Hmm.
house for the kids. There was another house where on top of it there was the first lady's quarters with a
Yeah. Yeah.
hairdresser, and where she was getting ready and all her stuff and all this other stuff. I was 8, so this place was like huge. There was a little zoo in there, I remember.
Wow.
And the kids of the military, we used to be friends with the kids of the military, but with the
Of the
gate
generals.
between us. No, not even the one that used to live there in the camp. They used to come, and by with the gate between us, we were talking and
As you
having
were
fun.
becoming
And
friends
yeah, and I
with the
remember they used
gate.
to get guinea pigs. They used to
Yeah.
bring us guinea pigs. At that time, every kid wanted to have guinea pigs, so they used to bring us guinea pigs. I have flash talking about it. I have flashed because I was 8 years old. I don't have a lot of memories, but I remember
Of
that
course.
place. Beautiful. It was huge. We were teeny tiny. The place was huge, and I have a scar on my foot that reminds me of the pool, because I got hurt at that pool. There was a theater inside that place also, and
Mm.
every time, often he used to invite the theater company of Kinshasa to perform for us, for the whole
Wow.
family, and the whole family was coming, the cousins, the uncles, and everybody was there. And I think sometimes even your daddy was there
Of course. Of course. Le dauphin.
in Gambe.
Hey. So
To him,
he just came back from Washington D.C. He's in Paris right now.
he's a
Just
legend. I love your dad. I just
me too.
love you. He's the best. He's the best.
He is. He
One
is.
of the
He is.
most intelligent men in our country, and he has most of the secrets in his head, which I
I know.
love. I tried to ask him once to tell me something. I was like, I'll have to kill you then if I tell you.
Listen, sometimes I ask him questions and he talks about something else, and you're like, all right, okay.
You know,
Tell me something.
he's the person that took me to the casino for the first time, and I'm so proud because I know his love for casino.
Oh
And he
yeah.
took me to the casino in Kinshasa. I remember at chez Nicolas, there was a casino there where there's the Rotana now, and he
Yeah,
took
yeah,
me
yeah.
there with my Bundu, may he rest in peace. For my
In
first
peace.
time in the casino, I was with your dad. I'm very proud of
Wow.
that.
Wow. How old were you?
I don't remember. I think I was 21, maybe
I remember
22.
I remember going to the casino. It belonged to a French guy, Jablon. I used to be in school with his son,
In
and
Kinshasa?
yeah, and I remember winning that day. I went like I went one big, but they was like, no, it was a fake coin, so you won nothing. Like, what?
I'm reading the
Good days.
comments. Someone saying what a
I know
beautiful
that.
story. Thank
Don't worry. Well,
you.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Is it easy to talk about being part of the Mobutu Sese Seko family now
No, it's
than
not easy. No,
it
it's not.
used to
We
be
are
back
not
then?
allowed to talk.
It's not
No,
as
no,
it.
it's not easy because the way he was portrayed to the world when we had to
Mm,
flee the country and
yeah.
be here in Morocco, and it's been 25 years, and the way people still talk about him, in the beginning we had to literally hide from people. We used to live
Yeah.
in Paris. We used to hide from other Congolese people because I
Oh
look
yeah.
like my mom and her twin. So
Oh yeah.
people were saying, ah, tu es la fille de Mama Bobia. Whoa. And you don't know who people are. And we were scared
Who hates you?
of to us because all the hate,
Wait. Wait.
it's
No, I'm coming there. I'm coming there. Slow down. We're not there yet.
no,
So
I was answering the question. No,
I
it's
know. I
not
know. I
easy
know.
to,
So
and I have to thank my friend Keisha because I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't with Keisha.
it's important. Memories
The
of the
guy that got
Nkoi
me into the
Bomengo Kazi.
Bandouche.
Hey, hey. Memories of the Nkoi Bomengo Casino. Joel, you know everything.
C'est génial, j'adore. Memories, Koi, Bomengo Casino. Wow. I think it was that.
Joel was always going to
MI6, FBI, KGB, he's all of that. Yes, that's Ngambe.
Oh yeah,
He
he's
has
all
his
of that.
own name that nobody, of course, knows because it's too secret.
Yep, I know. Even even prevented two attempts of assassination on Mobutu just by
Well, he was the youngest minister and the most. Actually, one day he told me that he was put aside because he was too real
yeah,
and too because he was working for the country, not for Mobutu. The
exactly.
others didn't get that. You're not working for Mobutu, you're working for the people and for the country. If you think you're
Yeah,
working for Mobutu, you're delusional.
you know how it is. Nothing
Yeah.
new under the sun. It's the same thing everywhere in the
Nothing
world.
has changed.
Nothing has changed. so so growing up, did you ever realize, or do you realize now, how privileged you were?
Well, you keep on realizing every decade, I would say,
Yeah,
you realize like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, still 25 years later, still, comme on dit, the saying in Lingala, "Ebembanyo ka esila ka somo na liwate." You know that saying?
I don't know that one. I got
I
it. There
think
was something with a snake.
yeah, it means that it's not because the snake is dead that you won't still be afraid of his body. Even
Okay,
if you
okay,
see
okay.
a dead snake happen to me while I'm jogging, you see a dead snake, you're still gonna jump like, oh my God. And that's what the name Mobutu still does today.
Wait,
I oh
Joel Wife
God.
has a question.
Yeah.
He's asking him, how do you know this place? Loba bien. Yeah, how do you know
Which place?
the
Nalobani.
Ngo- Koi Bomengo Casino?
Well, I don't remember that place. Kesha, I think that was for you.
I mean, Joel was always at my mom's club, the Matrix. No, was not the Matrix. The
Oh,
not
Esika.
Esika, the one, no, the big one the one in Delvaux.
No, in the ozone, you mean?
Ozone, yeah, the big one.
Yeah. Wait. I went once, and then they fucking destroyed it.
Oh, listen.
Comment c'était Non, c'était pas l'énigme. Oh my God, what's the name of this place? Oof.
Esika was the first one. There was a small one, and after that,
we all remember Esika at Forest Come, and the other
yeah.
one at Ozo.
Oh, Joel will tell.
Like in '96, just
Reflex.
before we had to.
Reflex.
The Reflex. Yeah.
You know that I've never been in that club.
I'm telling you, we went once.
We loved
it.
Do you know why they destroyed it?
Yeah, les pillages.
No, they destroyed it because your bigger sister were there all the time, so they thought it belonged to your family. That's why they destroyed it.
Ignorance kills.
Yeah, listen, what are we gonna do? So Nkoi Bomengo was the casino by Intercontinental Hotel when they opened the new wing of the Intercontinental.
Ah, yeah, there's a casino by the Grand Hotel. Yeah. Of course, I went there with Dad. I think we did all the casinos of Kinshasa together. Yeah.
Of course. Esika was the second club. Oh, the smaller one. Okay.
You know, my mom was at Rond-Point Forest Come.
You know, one day one of your brothers had a beef with Saddam.
Ah, Saddam Hussein, Kongulu.
Kongulu had a beef with one of the security at my mom's club. And he took the security guy, he put in his trunk, beat him up. And
that was him? Because there's a legend of one of us putting people in their trunk. I know Teddy once tried to do that at a gas station, and I was passing by, and this guy stops saying, "Mama, Teddy's trying to put someone in his." I was like, "Teddy, can you stop bullshit? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
And I remember my mom went to yell at Mobutu.
She could. Yeah, well, your mom, one of the only women that could. Your mom is one of the most beautiful women in our country. Still, she has the right to do anything she wants.
Oh, Joel say it was not Kongulu. Who was it then? Joel has all
the story, Joel.
Yeah, tell us the story. Tell us the real story. So, how does it feel growing up? Actually, like royalty. I mean, I know how I feel. We grew up together, but I was I was more le duc. I was son of the duc. Like now you guys become the children of the.
See, Joel is saying it was one of the Gbemani's brother because Kongulu never did this kind of stuff. You know, everything people say about Kongulu is not true. The guy didn't drink.
His entourage.
He loved guns and women.
Yeah, I was there when it happened. Joel was. Listen.
Yeah, you're a legend, Joel.
No, Joel. This is the cousin who's seen everything. He was there during the pillage.
Joel?
Huh?
Did I meet Joel?
I don't know. Joel, did you ever meet Bonnie back then? Probably, because they were always in my house. So maybe, I don't know. You know the Boweya family?
At the culture ministry, you seem to know about... Joel. It's a question for Joel. Okay.
Were you working for the culture ministry? No, Joel actually is my cousin. And... so he was always Joel's father is my mom's cousin.
Okay.
So, and Dalia is Joel's wife, and Dimitri Mountain of Inspiration is Joel's brother. So it's a family show.
At the time of Esika, I remember one day we were all at the terrace. I was sitting with our friend that lives in Angola now. I don't know if I can say his name, Christian.
Yes, of course.
Christian Danieli. And
I just talked to him yesterday. He was with my son.
Voilà. Yeah, you sent me a picture.
Yeah. Yeah, you sent me the picture. I sent it to you
I
right
felt
away.
so, no, I felt so old because let's go back that 1988 introduction. I remember one of the faces I remember the most is Christian Danieli. That day, you and Christian Danieli, strangely, yeah.
He was a beautiful man back then. Blue eyes, yeux perçants.
He still is.
Yeah, no, he's still looking
I
great.
think
I mean,
it's even
we,
better gray hair.
yeah.
He
All of
looks like
us.
his father.
Joel say you guys probably met. Yeah, we all hanged out together. So of course you guys probably
His
met.
his father worked with my father at SGA, so we've met.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Joel.
Your father worked with Papa. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you guys met when we all grew up together anyway in this show. so so then when did you go to live abroad? When you got like
Well,
18?
we had to leave the country. I think it was 1990. It started.
Okay.
It always starts with me. Why? Well, actually, it's in my head. It's my story, so it starts with me. That it was March 16, 1990. No, 1989. Yeah, my birthday was the next day, and we are at the house waiting for the table to be put for dinner, and I'm always listening to music very loud and dancing. I don't know what I was listening. Dave, maybe, remember Dave? Elizabeth, Elizabeth, very old French song, and it was
Dave, the belt,
Dave,
the yeah,
le
Dave.
Hollandais qui a toujours son putain d'accent après 40 ans.
Yeah.
And I'm dancing, and those old stereo we had. If the sound is too strong, and il y a un boom à un moment donné, and we
Yeah.
hear that boom, and my sister Melanie, she's like saying, "Moni, you broke it again. Stop it. Put it down." And the nanny comes, and she's like, "Okay, we have to go à table."
Okay.
And no, and I remember the dining room was being renovated, so we had a little teeny tiny house next to the door in the garden where my little sister was napping. It was a teeny house when we used to do our homework, and a place apart from the house,
Yeah,
comme
yeah.
une petite ex, and we were supposed to go there for dinner because
Yeah.
the dining room in the main house was being renovated. And when we got out, Keisha, there was like 50 50 military men. It's dark, no light because they killed the light. The boom we heard, it was a grenade that someone threw in our house.
Whoa.
Thank God that we had the wall. We had next to the door, the main door of the house. There was this tree that was in the middle of the wall, and that's the
That took.
tree that saved us because the grenade
Whoa.
hit the tree, went outside, and didn't get inside. If it got inside, it was on top of the little house we were supposed to go eat dinner. So we were supposed to be in
Wow.
that house. We would not. Maybe
My.
in another verse, we died that day.
Gee.
Yeah,
So
probably. And
actually,
that was that was
it
the
goes.
starting point of us leaving Zaire.
It was a question actually from ALC. What was your most scariest moment back in those days?
Yeah, that's that day. That's
That
that
day when
great.
the grenade
Yeah,
exploded?
that grenade day.
Okay.
Yeah, because we got out to go have dinner, and imagine you get out of the house. It's all dark, as if no electricity, nowhere. I think they killed the electricity in the whole neighborhood because they know how to do it, and they literally grabbed us, throw us in the car, and there we go, we're leaving. We don't know where we're going. We don't know. Nobody's telling us what's going on. And my mom is not there because my mom used to travel a lot
Of
with
course.
him at the time, and she wasn't there. And it's just us, and they take us to Mungalima, where his offices were, and they were il y avait aussi des endroits where we could sleep. So we took rooms there, and we had to go to school the next day as if nothing happened. And we couldn't tell anybody. We couldn't tell our friends what happened to us. And it was my birthday the next day, and it
That's
was also
traumatic.
my first toothache. C'était la totale. My first toothache, grenade, and there was the fancy fair at Dasok also that year, that day.
That
So I would
suck.
never forget. Yeah, Tasok. Was
There was this
that
girl.
was the scariest day.
There was this
Yeah.
girl at Tasok.
There was this guy at Tasok.
An American.
Of course. All dreamt to go study at Tasok just because the school was huge and
Yeah. I remember.
English.
So at that moment, is this the moment where you guys leave the country, or
Yeah,
it's starting to be problematic?
Yeah, that was in March. So in we finished school until
Yeah.
June, and then we went on a holiday, Brussels as usual. And at the end of the holidays, we packed to go back, to get ready to go back to Kinshasa. And my mom announces that we're not going back to Kinshasa. We're going to boarding school in Switzerland.
That's 92?
Summer 1990.
1990? Me, I was already in Paris.
Yes,
we were in Paris since 84. So I'm not sure when the parents...
You guys were already in Paris.
So I'm not sure when the parents came back and stayed, because for us, the parents were always there for 10 days, 2 weeks, and then they were moving back to Kin.
Your parents never left the country. One of them was always there, no?
Yeah, they were always going back and forth. One was staying, one was going, but at a point, everybody got exiled. I remember. How did you leave? How did you? Wait. The real story by Mountain of Inspiration, who was there too. The cousin came wearing slippers and was denied entry. He was upset. He came back with bodyguards and started shooting in the air. People got hurt. Upon leaving, he took the security guard on the trunk. My God.
How crazy. I hate these kind of stories.
Yeah,
because
I mean...
Because of these kind of stories, we are all put in the same... Because some of us got crazy, with the money, the guys,
of course,
girls, the drugs, the alcohol. We all got crazy in our way. I got crazy into shopping, for example. But
crazy in what?
I got crazy into shopping.
Oh, we'll get to the Paris. I was there. Of course, I remember. I was there. I was like, stop. No.
Chanel could talk.
For real. So, how does it feel? Because me, I remember how I felt, right? When my parent got in exile, so probably 90, 91, 92, I'm not sure. But when they stayed we stay in Paris now, they're in Paris. I didn't get upset straight away because at that time I'm 18, not sure, 90, 92. Yeah, 92, I'm 18. I'm into rap.
Your parents went to exile in 1990, the first vague?
Maybe not, maybe after. I'm not sure, I don't remember.
No, because in 1990, some people left. I remember, because when we left for Switzerland, for boarding school, a lot of people also left. For example, your cousins, Tati, Yori, they also left a year after, maybe, or two. They left for Belgium. A lot of people, a lot of our friends, even the French one, they left because there was...
it was insecure.
Yeah, it became very insecure. I remember our last year, the driver and bodyguard used to stay at school with us from the morning till 1 p.m. It was the first time in our life to live that. And it was so annoying to have them. We couldn't skip classes. We had to stay at school.
You didn't realize that your lives were at risk. For you, it was like, oh my God.
We
Cannot talk to
cannot
this
hang.
boy.
Yeah, no. Imagine you. We are at Grand Hotel at Intercontinental. You stand up to go to the bathroom. The guy's following you. I'm like, you want to get into the bathroom with me? No, it was annoying for us. We were too young to understand that they were there
Yeah,
to
of course.
protect us. Today, of
Wait,
course, we understand
I
how
got the rest of the
privileged.
story. I got the rest of the story. So my
Okay,
dad eventually find
I'm
out. My
gonna do
dad
a post.
eventually found the security guard in a very bad shape. He went to complain to the boss, and cousin was sent to stay in house arrest in Bado for 1 year.
I remember that. I remember that, but I don't remember which of my cousins this was. But I remember that the one that was sent in Badolite because he
So Monte
shot.
experience should have stories too.
You know, I
Dimitri.
have several cousins that thought they were it and start shooting at people. One of them just got out and took a rifle and started shooting into women's asses in
Oh
the
my
streets
god.
of Kinshasa. Of course, he was taken into jail, and here he was complaining because he wasn't liberated soon enough. I'm like, dude, you were shooting at people. You should be locked up
Listen,
forever.
the worst part of power is not you, because you come from zero. You can explode to your head, but then it's your kids, your friends. That's when
Ugh.
it becomes crazy. So when do you realize? So let's go fast forward
Yeah.
to exile for you guys, because
Well, that we're forwarding 7 years,
no,
1990,
because
19. We were,
in
we were
'98,
the grenade, which took us to Switzerland. Now we're 7 years later. We have to flee because Mobutu is fleeing also. Well, actually, we were. I was already in Paris. We were in Paris together when
I
that
know, yeah,
happened.
yeah.
And for weeks, we didn't know where were our parents, if they were dead or
Oh my
alive.
god. What I developed a stress at that era and in that period where
You
every
can
time
you
the
can call
phone
it what it is, darling. It's PTSD,
yeah, every
post
time the
traumatic
phone rang,
stress.
every time the phone rang, I was I was ready for the bad news.
Someone's dead. Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, who, like, so at least when they were in Paris with us, I've, I was sad for them because I could feel the frustration of, yeah, losing the country, and but I was happy that they were with me. At least you guys were less fortunate.
And you know the most horrible thing is that nobody ever asked us how we felt, us the
I know.
kids, because
Yeah,
you know parents, yeah, of course Mobutu is evil, blah 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 blah. But the kids, we didn't ask for, of course, for nothing.
yeah,
Of course, on en a profité très bien, même on ne s'en plaint pas du
yeah.
tout.
Of course,
Still, no,
but
let's be real.
you still your father.
Yeah, and it was, no, it's still horrible. Well, actually, I feel a little better. I don't go crazy on people on social media anymore when they insult. I just block, block, block,
Yeah,
block,
of
block.
course, of course.
I used to respond to those people insult. Imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So no, nobody ever asked us how we felt, and just the fact of coming from so high and being dropped from one day to another, and you lose everybody. We lost most of our friends. Nobody was there when he died.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was there. Nobody called. Nobody asked us, so how you guys feeling? Till,
Mm-hmm.
and sit, until now, none of my friends ever asked me, so how did you feel when he died? I mean, it was traumatic. It's life. We're soldiers. Like,
You are real. How were your friends seeing you for being part of that family back then? Back then, all our friends were happy to be part of this.
darling, I don't have friends. I don't have friends. Who asked that question? Very great
Respect
question.
ALC, ALC.
So ALC, I thought I had a lot of friends,
Do you remember what I
and
used to tell you?
yeah, you were right, darling. I don't have friends now that I'm gonna turn 50 proudly next year. Let's be real. I don't have friends. I have people that I know for a very long time, but because for me, being friends, it's like you and I
It's
when we
thick
don't
and
talk
thin.
to each we don't talk with each other for a long time. When we talk to each other, it's like we've seen each other yesterday, and there's no beef. Tu vois?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah,
see
yeah.
each other because of life circumstances, if
Mm-hmm.
we don't talk to each other as often as we used to, it's because we don't live with together anymore. But no, I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
have
yeah. So for those who don't know, I used to live with her at a
in my
point in.
bedroom. We used to share a bedroom.
So
That was
yeah,
no tell the second album.
so in
Second album.
1999, um, probably because of.
Mm.
So after my first album is successful, da 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 da, I'm starting to tour. I
But
go to the West Indies. I go to the West Indies all the times, and in '99, I come back from New York and I'm recording my second album, Worldwide Chico. And actually, I did most of the instrumentals on the floor in your bedroom where my computer was.
not on the floor. You had all your settings. I remember you brought all your studio in my room. You used
Yeah,
to
on
record
the floor in the
at night
corner.
sleeping. While I was sleeping, you were recording, and you remember it was freezing. You had to wear your tutu because I didn't want to stop the AC.
and and your brother was like, they're dating.
Yeah, no, not even the dating. They having sex. Everybody thought that we were having sex. Of course, we were sharing a room.
Well, we were not sharing a bed. I was sleeping on the floor.
Non, Kesha, t'as aucune mémoire.
I had a
You
small
had your
bed.
you had your canapé. We were sleeping. My bed
Yeah,
was here. Canapé was in front of it. So you were sleeping in your canapé,
on my
and
couch.
and you were sleeping while I was in university during the day, and you were working during the night while I was
Ex-
sleeping.
And most of the time I was away anyway. I was traveling. I was in the West
Mhm.
Indies touring. I remember
True.
one day I brought a new girlfriend in your house, and
Oh
she was
boy,
so beautiful, but she was stupid.
that blonde one,
No, not that one. The one after.
the curly one.
Yeah, that one. And I
I
remember
have
one day.
pictures of most of them.
Oh no. So I remember that. I don't know what she was saying, but at a point you tell me, elle est pas très fut.
Dude,
She's cute, but
most
yo,
of your girlfriends weren't really fit.
come on. You know what?
They all look alike, like sisters. Come on, where did you pick them? Did you have a farm where they grew them?
Oh my god, that was the time. Listen, before the I would say before the end of the party, right?
Kesha in Sengoni's bedroom. What the fuck?
Who's saying that? Huh?
No, respect to saying. So you guys want us to believe you
Oh.
two about not. See, everybody
No,
thinks we
never.
had sex.
No, okay. Let me explain what happened.
No, never had sex. We
Let me
even
explain
never.
what happened. Never, nothing. Maybe I bite a boob once, but it was more for fun.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, he did bite my boob once. You have
okay.
pictures. You can send the picture.
Yeah, we have the picture. So what happened was that because of exile, because at that point, I guess. So it's what 99. It's the exile, and my parents have been now living in without resources for years. So they had to sell the house in
Yeah,
Belgium.
that's when I told you come live with me.
Okay, so at the point my mom decide that at that time I'm 24, I think, and my mom
Jeez.
is my parents are selling their house in the 16e arrondissement, the 16, the big
Montmorency, we didn't say
Montmorency,
that.
the crib.
Yeah.
So they're selling the crib,
C'est pas du
and
gâteau.
they're selling the huge crib in Paris, and they want to buy a smaller one, like half the size in Levallois. Actually, they sold that one last year, and they, my mom tells me, okay, us and your sisters are moving to Levallois, and I'm like, yeah, what about us? Well, you 24. It's time you
Find a place.
find yourself a place. And I was like, what? But and
Yeah. That's
so
when
I,
Bonnie was there.
so I come to you and I'm like, oh my God, I have to find a place. And you're like, yeah, you can stay in my bedroom. Her bedroom was 100 meters square.
It was huge.
Her
And
bedroom was, listen,
my siblings didn't agree with me. I was like, I'm the elder anyway, so I decide Kesha's coming to live with us. Point com.
I was never there. I mean, I was always,
Wait, you were never there.
yeah, I was
We had
always
the
traveling.
best
But
time. We
so that
had the
was,
best
there was
time.
those amazing moments.
Uh,
Those were,
we were partying every day in that apartment. Like innocent party, like party for nothing every day. Like it's just Kesha got a new song. Hey, party! Just for nothing. Organize got their album out. Yeah, party for nothing all the
you
time.
know,
It was
you know how I feel about it? It's like a little bit, and you had a guy, there was a white guy who was, I don't know, an assistant who was there taking care of the rents, and he was always
in
there.
Paris.
Yeah, in Paris.
No, 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 no. I was taking care of the rent. I know at the bank we had a guy at the bank.
There was a guy who was there sometime. I don't know who he was or what he was. He was working for the family. I remember that guy.
I don't remember a white guy.
Or maybe he
Keshat
was not white.
something up.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know.
Tu te
Long
trompes.
time ago. So uh at a point, I'm looking for the TD picture. Wait.
I have the TD picture. Look on WhatsApp.
Oh no, I have it. I have it. I have
It's
it.
me on WhatsApp. Everybody wants to see the TD grabbing picture. This picture is gonna tell them that we had sex, Kesha. You know.
No, we didn't. You can see that we didn't from the picture. Look.
You know, even your father asked me. Yeah. So this is the boob picture, and we're at the studio
We're at the studio working.
because I used to follow you around everywhere because let's
That's
tell everybody
crazy.
that I wanted to be a singer too. So I
Mm-hmm. Of
was
course.
following Kesha around, him and his friends. That I dated some of them. Dear Lord.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And I was
I mean,
like, not this one. He's not serious.
pendant que les parents se cherchent en exil, qu'elle lui cherche micro en train de danser. Mon collègue écrit ça, c'est pas possible.
I'm waiting for the movie on Netflix. I do agree. That would
Okay,
be,
tell Netflix to call us. They're gonna have to pay us millions.
of course, we want that Meghan Markle money.
Oh, bitch, I can't stand that girl.
Oh, listen, did you see South Park? They destroyed her. That was amazing.
No,
We want privacy.
I keep on seeing some
Some
videos
bits.
popping
Oh,
on
that was
Twitter.
amazing. So to me, that's a little bit like at the end of the empire, everybody's just partying, and all of a sudden, blah.
No, you know, it's like the different degrees of grief. At first, you are in denial, and that was us partying all the time. That was the denial that our life is gonna change forever. Dad is dead. We won't go back
So
to the
wait,
country.
he died in what, at what age? In what year?
September 7th, 1997. A lot of seven in there.
So 90. Oh yeah, 98. He's already dead. and
1997
and
September. Actually, they fled the country, and like I was saying, we didn't know where they were.
hmm
And at one point, they called us to tell us that they were safe. They were in Togo, and
hmm
uh, and they couldn't tell us more.
of course,
And
yeah.
then when they got to Morocco, they told us that we could join them, and it was for us. It was great because my sister Ahuela Bobo just had her baccalaureate, so we all
Mm,
had something to celebrate. Actually, when he saw her, he had a tear coming out of
mm,
his eye because he was so proud of
mm.
the promise he made to my father to take care of us. And as
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ahuela, last one of my father, and she had her baccalaureate, so for him it was like il a fait son travail,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. The pride.
But it's at May. It was May, no, June. Yeah, we joined them in Morocco around June, and he was sick, of course. So
Mm.
he was living at the military hospital, and all everybody was living there. The moms, they was living there, and so when we got there, we were living at the hotel because they were at the hospital. We didn't have anything here. And at one point, he told the moms to tell us that we should be looking for houses because we won't be moving from this country soon. So
That's after Paris.
yeah, we were
So
still in Paris. We were still living in Paris. That was June, between June and September 1997. And we started to look for a house, and we found an apartment. We got the apartment, and I remember the
in
day
Morocco.
Diana, sorry,
In Morocco. Now that's in Morocco.
at next to, we took an apartment in a gated community where the prince that is the king today, he
hmm
had one of his friend living there, so he was coming to visit his friend often. So it was a place very secure. We became very friends with the owners, a big family here. They have a lot of very successful business here, very known
Okay.
family here. And
hmm
it's next to French school, Lycée Descartes. So it's
Okay.
perfect for my little sisters. And that's
hmm
where we found the apartment. And I remember the day Diana died, the Princess of Wales.
I was in French
One
Guiana.
was 1 week before our death. Uh, and my sister's coming down the stairs screaming at the phone at my mom, oh no, mommy, no, no, please. And we're like, we didn't have any furniture in the house yet. We just
Mm.
had a matrix and the TV, and we were watch, and we all stood up. We're like, what's going on, what's going on? She's like, Diana is dead. And we all went like, fuck, it's not ours. And the week after,
Wow.
it's our turn.
Wow. So the tragedy of your life is that you had an amazing life, but you lost two dads.
Yeah. two two dads that were two very powerful men,
Yeah.
two of the most powerful men in our country.
Yeah.
One of the richest men of the country, my biological father, the
Yeah.
the
True.
biggest land owner of the country, still today.
hmm
So yeah, it was. Sometimes when I think about it, I feel very proud. I'm like, oh my God, you realize you really are the queen. But at the
yeah.
same time, but at the same time, you're like, oh my God, le poids sur les épaules, like the responsibility of the name, and you cannot do
Mm.
it because of the name. I couldn't become a singer because of my name, and because when I told my mom I wanted to be a singer, it's like, no freaking
With your
way.
fucking friend Keisha? No. Hey, listen.
No, no, I used to tell her about you, the way your mom motivated you, and she's like, yeah, no, you
But
know.
I don't even know how I got. I think it's because of Mama Ikila that
Oh,
really
may she
rest in
rest in
peace.
peace.
I believe that she really was the one who told my dad, let the kid
Okay, can you tell
try.
people who was Mama Ikila? She was the first woman ambassador of Zaire
Yes.
in Belgium.
Yes, she was somebody that really, yeah, she was an amazing woman. She
Yeah,
really, I know that when we were frustrated by who we were,
it
because
faded.
people don't understand where you live and you are like the royals, right? You People don't understand the frustration for you want to be a kid like the other kids sometimes. You just want to do the same stuff. Like some of us could not even like do a défrisage. Some of them could
Look,
not even like try strange
a
haircuts,
tattoo.
a
I don't know
tattoo. Oh
how
my
you
god.
got the tattoos. I don't know how you did to make them accept the freaking tattoos. Still, I'm still afraid of doing the tattoo. I did my eyebrows. My mom was
Mm.
so mad. I'm like, it's gonna go away. It's gonna go because, and she was telling us the story. Because at their time, it was fashion to have the space here. It's in
Yeah,
the
yeah. Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
didn't have it naturally. People used to take off one tooth, and my mom
yeah,
wanted to do that, and with the sister they wanted to do it, and my grandma told them, don't do it. In several years it won't be fashion, so you will
yeah,
look
yeah,
ridiculous. And they do it, and same for the scarification
yeah,
on the face. They wanted to do it because it was at their
yeah.
time,
It
it was
was.
the thing that every young girl and boy wanted to do. And thank God they didn't do that to their faces, even if I like it. I had some aunts that had those
So when I
Kesha.
did my when I did my first tattoo, I did. You remember my dragon in the back, the first big tattoo I did.
It's too much.
So when I did that tattoo, and I also did this one. No, yeah, this one. I started with this one, and then I
You're
did the big
killing
dragon in the back. I did this one, then the dragon in the back, and because my dad was around the house, I only had long sleeve T-shirts
of
because I
course.
didn't want him to know that I had tattoos because I was scared of his reaction. So
Got me
one
done.
day I just did the inking of the whole tattoo. So my whole back is full of ink. It's hurting. You have, and I still have the plastic. And my dad comes and slap me in the back. Mon fils!
Yes.
Alors mon fils, comment ça va? And I was like, ah. and and he's like, what's going on? I said, no, je suis un peu fatigué. He said, I went to cry in the bathroom.
That was our advantage. Our parents, in their culture, they were at some point very naive next to us living in
Yeah.
Europe. We
Oh
could
yeah.
hide a lot of stuff from them
So
because they
when
were just too real.
yeah, when my dad realized that I had like tattoos everywhere already, when he sees all my tattoos, he's like, because one day I was just walking without no t-shirt in the school, in the
Aye, aye.
house. I don't know, I was going to the lavanderie section of the house to go get me a t-shirt, and I'm just there without anything, and I'm just walking, and I crossed the path of my dad, and he's like, mais 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 tu abîmes ta peau.
I
And then I
can
was
hear.
like, and then I was like, well, it's too late. And that was it. It didn't, I mean,
No,
yeah, after that,
no, no. I always talk about your parents to my mom, and she takes it on the wrong way because she thinks I'm telling her your parents are better, but I'm not telling her that. I'm
yeah,
just telling
just,
her, look how different they are, and look how it made my friend different. They told you pass ton back, and then you can do whatever you want. If I,
yeah,
I
go
was
to the
told
university.
that, if I was told that, I would have killed myself. J'aurais eu une mention because j'ai pas eu mon bac, les enfants. 2 fois, je l'ai raté. And no, I keep on telling her, look how Kesha's parents they were. They motivated him to do what he loves to do, which is music. Look, today he lives out of his music, and look where's the queen, still
Well,
living with her mama.
well, listen, it was not that easy, but I guess,
But
yeah,
I know I was there. I was
yeah.
there.
But hey, listen, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I got the chance to throw away who I was supposed to be, so I could be who I was
Darling,
really
it's
supposed to be.
20% luck and 80% of work. You did the work.
Yeah, I did. So
If I never told you, I'm very proud of you.
thank you so much. You know, I remember one time. Do you remember that time where performing the club La Cinquième Dimension 5 times in a row?
Montreuil, I will
And
never
we arrived like 30 people.
I was on the stage. I came on the stage at one point, dancing behind with organizers.
You better bounce, baby.
I will never forget.
That was crazy.
Guylaine was like, no, ne montez pas sur scène. We're like, shh, we have to go. Poor Guylaine.
You know that she's the CEO of Virgin Records now.
I saw that. My God, how proud I am.
How proud I am.
No, I was like, I'm so proud. I know this woman. I know her. She's manager. I know. No, you should be proud of her.
So
she did the work too.
Yeah, she did the work too. So there's this point where, so now we are. So wait, how did you all end up?
Exile.
How did you end up in Morocco? Actually, like, was it because the king of Morocco, Hassan I?
Hassan II.
Hassan II. Sorry.
May he rest in power.
May he rest in power. Didi.
When the parents arrived in Togo, I remember. I think it was Eyadema. He asked them when they will leave, which meant you guys can't stay. In Kinshasa, the French
persona non grata.
T'as vu ou pas? Imagine you arrive and the person tells you, tu pars quand?
I have some pressure here. You guys need to
imagine the French people living in Kinshasa. Some of them I know about. Know their faces and name. They signed a petition for Jacques Chirac so that Mobutu won't be accepted in France, in exile in France. While he was owner of several houses and apartments in France, he couldn't go to France. The only person that told him, come die here, my brother, was Hassan II, with who he was a friend. They were like brothers.
Yes.
So it was logical because he helped also Hassan II and his family before. They had very good relation between the country. They helped each other military and economically and maybe personally. I don't know which relation they had, but this is why we ended up. But I got signs that we were gonna live here. First sign was I was in university and it was my first year, and we had to choose languages, the languages we want to study, and I chose Arabic because Arabic is always been one of my favorite languages after our own and Swahili, etc. So I chose Arabic, and when you choose the language, you have to do a presentation of the language and choose a country that speaks that language, and I chose Morocco. So I did a presentation about Morocco, just maybe a month, 2 months before my mom calls us to tell us we're gonna live in Morocco now.
Wow. So that was 20 years ago?
25.
25 years ago that you moved to Morocco.
We celebrated 25 years last year.
Yeah, I remember my dad was there.
Your dad was there last year?
No, or the year before? I don't remember.
No, he was there for the 15th anniversary. I have pictures.
Of course you do. You did you
we're gonna have to do a bathroom break.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because I'm drinking. So can you put a song of yours while I'm at the bathroom that I love? One of the songs that I love.
I'm gonna talk to these people. Oh, I'll put it in the back. Go to your bathroom break. See you in a second. Listen, we're already at 1 hour and 38 minutes, so we're not gonna stay some more. But I believe it is really important. First of all, if you're enjoying this conversation and the stories from the inside, of course, listen, we cannot tell everything, of course, because of many obvious reasons. But I believe it's important to also understand how we as kids fell, because there's so much misinformation whenever the people who helped you be in power, the Occident, decides to now be against you, and all the media starts running whatever. And but when you are the 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 kids, the children, and you love your parents, and listen, I'm not saying they are the parents are innocent, but listen, first of all the people who point fingers, the Americans, the French, the people from Belgium, their parents are worse than ours because they do way worse to take our resources. And all this is a question of control of the resources. But when you are a young girl and you go through all this, I believe it's important that people understand how it feels for this for that young girl. You see what I mean? Welcome back. That was a quick one. And yeah, the every time I speak to people, they don't realize that the children of whoever are people. Listen,
Yeah,
I don't know how Putin's daughters
I was
feel right now.
about the worst evil one, AH. At his kids don't have to be blamed, but I think I'm being a extremist there.
Well, listen, I was talking with somebody, an American actually, 2 days ago, and I was telling her everybody's talking about AH, but what about Leopold?
The second.
He has statues and tunnels on his name, and he did worse than AH.
He's still being celebrated every year.
All right. So
So no respect for us.
yeah, no, it's just, it's us. So how did you feel? How did you adapt to now living? First of all, losing a second father, and at the same time being in a. It's not like a second exile, but now you live in Morocco.
Well,
Like, so you
personally,
lose all your, because you at a point you were in Switzerland and it was Paris. In Paris, we were going to the Bandouche with David Guetta. We didn't know he would be a superstar. We were there chilling with him all the time, partying there every day.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And
Yeah.
so and now you're in Morocco. Were you seeing the king often, or
No,
it was
no,
just like,
no,
hey, you guys can stay here?
no. We never saw the king because we're very proud people, and
Mm,
sometimes our pride um,
mm.
is not good for us.
Okay,
So
okay.
we
I
shouldn't be
understand. I
that.
understand.
Voila. So no, we never, never seen the king. Never saw the king until he died in 1999. I think. Yeah.
And so, how was it for you? First of all, what about all
But
your friends?
no, actually, it was horrible for us because when Mobutu died, 2 years after, Hassan II died. So for us, it's like
It's
all
like,
over again. We're mourning again. We're crying again. So it never stops. It never
yeah.
stops. It
So
never
so,
stops.
but once he dies, why did you guys stay in? Why did you guys stay
Well,
in
going
Congo,
going back
in
to
Morocco?
going back to the new Congo wasn't an option for us.
Yeah,
Everything
that's.
everything that we own was taken away from us.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't possess anything, so it was an option for us until I don't know what happened. maybe when Zanga went back and became a part of the government, maybe that's when everybody could go back, or maybe a little bit before. I don't remember,
Yeah,
but
same for us.
I went back in 2003.
I don't
What?
remember when
Yeah,
I. Yeah, me too.
I
Me
went
too.
back
Something like that.
in
My first time was a show, and dad was back already, and I was. I didn't want my dad to go back.
3. Yeah, me too. My sister, my little sister was like, "Don't go. They're gonna kill you guys. Don't go back."
That's exactly
And
what I told my parents.
my sister Melanie and I, we didn't care. We were in Brussels, and remember Mao, our brother Mao Efambe, may he rest in power. He saw me in
No.
Brussels, and he was, "You look like a lion in a cage. Why don't you go back to Congo, to Kinshasa?" I'm like, if I told him, if you find me a job, I'll go back. And when he got back to Kinshasa, he actually found me my first job in Kinshasa, and I went back.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he died also.
My God.
People dying.
Listen.
I'm
Do,
laughing, but I'm crying in the inside.
oh, I know. I know. I was there. Do you, if you, when you look at everything, finally living like a royalty, and interesting, we had that conversation about our parents coming from nothing and becoming the richest people in. Uh-huh.
Elle m'a dit girl parce que j'ai mis mon rouge à lèvres.
Ah.
No, I'm not advertise this, but it's a friend of mine that does this. I'm not
Oh,
advertising. Great.
go ahead. You can.
She
You
didn't pay.
can.
I
What's
won't
the name
tell
of the
her.
what's?
No,
Oh,
okay. It's because I'm a good friend. It's
Laz.
Liaz. No,
Liaz.
Liaz.
Okay.
Liaz. And it's
Well,
matte, and you have several colors. Look, it doesn't
nice.
move. I love it.
Well, if she wants to sponsor the show, it's not
Yeah,
that much for an episode.
I told her I need to do a commercial with me and your lipstick. She's like, I don't have money to pay you. I'm like,
Oh my
okay.
God, these people.
They never have money to pay the queen.
Of course, it's always the same thing. It's like me. Oh, can you come sing to my? Da, 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 da. Oh, I don't have money to pay you to sing. I was like, well,
The number of products and brands I've launched for friends, you know them. I'm not gonna cite their name. They do
yeah.
bags, they do makeup, they do this, and I was the one launched. I was the one talking about it, and they tell you, we're just starting, so I'm not gonna pay you now. Tu vois? And I'm a good friend, so okay, I'm accepting. And when they start working, they hire someone else to do the fucking job I'm doing because they just don't want to pay me.
You know, in business, I learned to never use my heart. If I work with you as a business, I'm gonna first see if there's money to be made, and if there's money to be made, and I have to do something for you, I want a percentage.
When we're working, we're not friends.
Exactly. Listen, when I pay my wife for her YouTube channel, I take my 20%.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows because I explained to her why. Because I do all the technical work. It is what it is.
If she doesn't get it, who's gonna get it? I mean, if your wife doesn't get it, voilà quoi.
Oh, listen, I taught her well. So
no,
I have a question about.
That is 20 years younger than us, darling.
Listen, it's at my age. That's what we do. So,
love
hi,
to
the
her.
woke people.
I haven't met her yet.
Yeah, you have to come meet her. We're coming to Morocco soon. I have one question.
25 years late. You're 25 years late.
I'm coming. When everything falls apart and you are now exiled and you now have a third life in Morocco, how do the people around you react? Is it when you realize the real friends, the fake friends?
there's no more people around us. There's no more friends around
Oh my
us.
God.
Everybody left, and the one that stayed, we know now that they stayed again because they still wanted to benefit of anything we had left. They didn't stay for us because, like I was telling you, none of them ever asked us the way we were feeling. And
Hmm.
if we needed to cry on the shoulder, none of them. And only one of them came here to visit here, but the one we know for since we were little kids never came here to visit us here.
That's crazy.
Never. No, none of them came to visit us here. None of them came just to ask how are you guys feeling. Not how your mom's feeling, but how you guys taking it.
Yeah, of course. How's you like I mean,
Yeah.
not kids at that time, but the children. Like, and so what about when you returned to Kinshasa? How did you
Oof,
feel?
Jesus, the shock. It was it was scary because I left in January 1996 after winter Christmas holidays. Like every year, we go back for Christmas. In January, you go back for school, and I was studying university at ISG, so I had to go back anyway, and that was the last time, and I didn't know. So when I got back, I was Kinshasa for me is it's my life. When I'm in
Hmm.
Kinshasa, when the plane arrives in Kinshasa, my heart is beating because I'm so excited to be in my hometown. And getting back after 8 years of exile was the biggest shock because, first off, you don't recognize anything or anyone.
Mm.
Everybody you used to know is not there anymore. And it's like the people
There's,
don't have the light, in their eyes anymore. It's like the Walking Dead, everybody. And you're afraid that anybody can aggress you, insult you, or
mm,
kill you, maybe. And the people that were around us, because there's always people coming to help.
yeah.
One of them was dating my sister, and he kept on telling me that I couldn't go out and that I should be careful. I was like, I'm not afraid. Nobody's gonna, hurt me or anything. I have the right to. It's my city too. So I was still going out and going for dinner out, all the places we used to like, chez Gabi, l'imprévu. I had to go. So I went to l'imprévu actually with our dear friend Mao, and Paul, and our friend Vidier.
Hey.
Yeah, and Muriel. We all went to. We had to. I went to Cafcons, the best restaurant in Kinshasa. I had to. When we came back, I had to go back to all the places we used
To
to
the
go.
places, yeah, to
Voilà, I went to visit our school. I went to Lycée Descartes, both of them. No, I went to École Belge. I went to Tassoc. I had to see everything. And oof, the shock was to see the destruction of the city.
yes. My shock was seeing the Palais de Marbre.
Oh boy.
That was
Every
a shock for me.
time I pass by there, I'm shocked until this day.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's getting worse and worse. They have cows there.
yeah,
Sometimes you
yeah,
see
yeah. I saw that. I was like,
eating the grass in that house that is supposed to house all the diplomats we
yeah,
invite in
yeah,
our country. All the presidents or queens that come to visit our country should be staying in that house. And now we
yeah.
have cows. Yeah, why not? I love cows.
Yeah. Listen, I remember being very happy sitting at the atrium
Ugh.
the first time I came back.
They destroyed that place today. They closed it. I don't know what they're doing there, but
Oh,
Atrium
they
is not.
changing it.
Yeah, Atrium is not anymore.
Yeah, I went to that thing upstairs on the ninth floors.
Ah, l'étoile.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think this is too expensive. The service is awful. I don't know what some of the people that work there, we know them. They studied in Europe. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's Pullman, so you have an international norm to,
Mm.
but you can. But the problem is they don't want to adapt. We were talking about it with someone I know from the new work I have now. He was talking about the way Pullman is there in Kinshasa. Okay, but why don't they? What they want to impose the European way of welcoming people, and they should adapt like they adapt in Bali, for example, or in
Yeah.
Japan, or in now they should adapt to us, as us also in Congo. But do we even know our way of welcoming people? We need to.
There's a thing with the French people when they come to Africa. I don't know why the French believe that their mission in life is
Save us.
to save us, to bring us the democracy, and to bring us the civilized way of life as they know it. That it's not working for them, but they still
Yeah,
want to export it. But yeah, it's
the arrogance they have.
the arrogance. That's the hubris,
And
arrogance.
you can see that because I love reading the comments, under the post, and you can see most of the French people still have that arrogance, whether they are in government or not. Even Mr. XYZ, they have that arrogance, that white savior complex. That if it wasn't us, where would you guys be? I'm like,
Yeah.
if one of my friends told me you should be very thankful to France, because I'm like, wait, what? I should be thankful what? Because I speak French? Because I went to school in France? Are you serious? No.
And we had a language
Yeah,
before
yeah,
and
exactly. And
religions.
and and that's the reason why I am not thankful, because I don't even remember my culture, my story. Thank you, French school. And you want me to be thankful because I went
Yeah.
to Lycée Descartes, Kinshasa. I should be thankful because they completely erased my culture and made me they tried to make you a little worker that accept the rules and follow the rules and don't question anything. That's cool. That's French school.
Listen, it is what it is. That's
Eh,
that's what they're trying to do now in Ukraine soon. It's gonna be a little
oh,
America.
please don't let. Can we please don't talk about
Yeah, listen, I
Ukraine?
don't want my YouTube channel to be removed. So,
Yes, please don't talk. Let's not talk about it because I'll need a lawyer next to me if I talk about that.
listen, did you see? I mean, I'm completely leaving Congo now for before we wrap up because I try to keep the show under 2 hours. And it's
We've
actually
been talking. We're gonna have to do a part two.
yeah, anytime you want. It's Did you see what happened to Pierre Palmade?
Alors, well,
That's
it's been cooking for years because I don't know if you remember
yeah.
Christophe. That was the hairdresser for my sister's wedding in 1992. Well, Christophe used to date Pierre Palmade, so he used to tell
Christophe
us.
from Avenue Montaigne.
I think
The
so. Blonde guy, gay.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember him.
There, he used to date Pierre Palmade, and he used to tell us a lot of very strange stories. Like Pierre Palmade once stabbed him. Yeah. So when I see Pierre Palmade killed people on drugs, I'm like, at last. And is are they gonna do something to him, or he's gonna get away with it?
I mean, right now everybody's pissed at him because that woman he destroyed a
That's her
family. So
baby.
so it's kind of hard to come from that. But yeah, listen, I don't know. I don't know.
No, it, it
Listen,
makes it makes it makes me laugh because it's like they talk about it so much on TV. It's like the
crazy.
techniques of distraction. I
Hmm.
I have a communication diploma, so I'm like a master of communication, and I learn about the different techniques of communication every day. And this for me looks like manipulation and distraction. I don't know
Of
what.
course.
Plus, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so
All right. All right. Well, listen, the thing is this. I don't know if I was, I don't know if we can be called conspiracy theorists because of we lived so many things from inside. Even as kids, we still heard some stuff when we were in the living room passing by. We still saw some things
Some
happening.
people, the
We saw a
people
lot
we
of people.
saw,
So you see, we're going to the conspiracy theory, and that's why her internet is breaking up. YouTube cat. Those are the spies that control her internet. That just she'll be back in a sec. Listen, everybody, if you're enjoying the conversation, everybody, put me some unicorns or some rainbows or some heart or some stars in the chat. It is important to always tell our guests that we enjoy their company and we are having an amazing conversation that, Bonnie and I have been talking about having these conversations since I started Club Shot, and I was like, yo, you have to come. What are we going to talk about? Don't worry. We'll just freestyle. So that is an amazing thing. But yeah. We've seen enough to know that a lot of conspiracies are not conspiracies, and we're not going to say more than that because
we're not conspiracy theories. I say we're spoilers.
yeah, that's true.
Because
That
most
is
of the
true.
conspiracies come true anyway, and they've been proof of it. I'm just well, voilà quoi.
Yeah, I know. That's everybody giving you your flowers for this amazing conversation.
Shukran bzef.
So before I leave you, because it's 2:30 here and 3:30 for you out there.
333 actually, the devil's
Gee.
number.
Yeah. All right. What can I? So what do you do now? Like, what is
Oof, what do? I
your
do a
business?
lot of
Your
things. I do a lot of stuff, which means absolutely nothing at the same time. I I was lately appointed ambassador at the World Gastronomy Organization, ambassador for both Congo, and
I
the
saw that.
organization have and the organization have a goal to promote um, luxury, culinary arts, and gastronomy. And so my job is to do actually what I always did, promote my country and just to put a luxury note on it.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
So voilà.
Oh,
And,
l'internet du village.
but still, I'm gonna I'm not gonna stay with the voilà.
Wait.
I'm gonna continue promoting my country and uh, luxury from. I'm too old for that. Both
Oops. The internet is against us. It's starting. So everybody, first of all, as she's calling back, her internet is Morocco internet is breaking. The good thing is the internet was great all this time.
what happened?
Now the internet was starting to break up. So everybody can follow you
You know
here
what
on
they do
Instagram.
here after 30 minutes of conversation, they cut you here.
30 minutes.
Yeah,
Here
every
is
30
3
minutes.
hours. Here
Every
is
30
3
minutes they
hours.
cut you. I'm
So
sorry I
you are.
froze, guys. Anyway, I was saying that I was working with my cousin that has a concierge service. Now
Oh,
I'm
nice.
independent. I work by myself because, voila, I work better when I'm by myself.
Mm-hmm.
That was my nomination. I'm not with the World Gastronomy Organization anymore, but I'm still
Oh,
promoting gastronomy, culinary art, and luxury from both Congo.
okay.
Donc voilà what
Amazing.
I do. I'm actually looking for a job in Congo. I'm not gonna tell
Mm-hmm.
you now, but I'll let you know if it works or not.
You are about to do something interesting. Nice.
Well, actually, I'll need you because you
Oh,
remember
don't say too much.
you the one who taught me how to use a computer. Remember, control C, control V. You taught me that, and so on
Control
and
Z
so on.
too.
We were the first one to have internet in Paris. Remember,
Yep.
1996, Club Internet.
Club Internet. We were going there. Wanadu. Club Internet. Oh my God.
Oh my God, when I do.
That was so expensive back then.
And so slow. Remember us spending the night looking for the pictures of Princess Stephanie's husband, the stripper. We
Remember that?
spent the night to look for the pictures on the net because the pictures were leaked on the net, and we were
I
looking, and it was
remember
so slow.
Daniel
It was so
Ducruet.
slow.
He was slow. I remember, like, how can we help and support her? Well, listen, you can follow her on
Oh my
Instagram.
God. People want to help me?
Of course, you can, go to follow her on Instagram and
Yeah, follow me on
anything.
Instagram. Please
And
share
and
my page with your friends,
and
and
when she's
let's
ready
keep
to
on
to say
chatting.
what is her next endeavor, if she needs us, we'll be there.
My God, thank you.
Yeah.
This warms my heart because you never hear this kind of stuff from the people that are supposed to tell you that around you. And to hear that from people on the internet that just heard about me for 2 hours, it warms my heart. Thank you.
It's like I said, people don't realize, like, it is a blessing and a curse to be in I know for my position, which is like 10 levels down. So imagine for level 1 in the kingdom, like,
No, and we
the
and
number
we
of
haven't we
fakery.
haven't spo- we haven't spoke about the war between us at level 1. That's gonna be another subject.
Yeah, I didn't want the show to last because I wanted to ask, but then at the same time I was like, but yeah, I mean, I imagine when, because all these different lines, bloodlines, when they're all there because of there's the Marechal who's there, but when he's not there anymore, all of a sudden some people believe they're more the real ones than
Yeah,
others, the
that's
Alf
exactly
brothers, and
the.
then whatever money that is not frozen by the Occident, everybody wants their share. So I can only imagine the nightmare it was.
You know, when you Google my name, Simbonite Lito, I am on the list of Mobutu's kids. I didn't choose that. I'm on the list of the kids my mom had. I keep on telling my sister that they don't know about. Like, I'm saving her. I took her place so she still can have her incognito life. But I didn't
Yeah.
choose that. But some people, I was told that if you use the name Ubuntu again, you will see each other in court.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think it's ridiculous. I had to say
Yeah.
it on I had to say it on the internet. Mobutu was my father also, whether people like it or not. I have the chance to have two fathers, one biological, one that made me the woman I am today. If I'm the queen today, it's because of Mobutu. And nobody
That's
will
beautiful.
ever,
Yeah,
never
nobody
take
can
that
take it
away
from you.
from me. Never.
Nobody can take it away from you. Well, listen. Anyway, I will, on these beautiful words with the Queen, I hope everybody enjoyed the conversation. Everybody, don't forget to leave some flowers in the chat for
We need a
Bonnie
part
the
two
Queen.
because
And
I need to ask the questions now.
oh, anytime you want, you just tell me when you want, and I have a lot of answers for you.
Okay.
Well, listen, it was amazing to have you. I'm gonna leave. Listen, what am I gonna play? Yeah, you can choose a song from my catalog to play to end that show.
I'm ashamed to
between.
say that the first album is my favorite. I know it by heart, Kisha. Allez,
Why
vas-y,
are you
mais
ashamed
bounce,
to say
baby.
that? It's a great
May
album.
bounce, baby. May bounce, baby. Just because I
You don't want
missed
Blue Sex
the
Crocodile?
the recording of the clip, so I'm not in the clip of Bounce Baby because I
That's
was
that.
hangover and I was sleeping.
That was a shame.
Yeah,
I waited for you the whole day, even for
I
five
know,
minutes.
and I
You
missed the
never
feeling
came.
of Bounce Baby. But okay, next clip when? Because I have to be in the next clip. I cannot not be in the next clip.
We are family. When I talk about Mr. Mobutu, people in the West wonder how they never heard about him. When I talk about some of policies, authenticity, people cry. Our job is to control the narrative. Yep, that's our job. Indeed.
Mountain inspiration, shukran. It's exactly that.
Yes. Some flowers from Sabrina.
Thank
Dalia,
you,
thank you so
Dalia.
much for the interesting conversation. Stay blessed. Uh, actually, I forgot to give my announcement because now I just received today. Actually, I received the 50% of the money, so I can say I'm performing in Montreal. So
Oh,
all of
can
you
you
in
take me with
Canada,
you?
it's gonna be April. Wait, let me look at my. Where's my calendar?
Merci à
Why is
vous de
it?
m'avoir écouté.
Oh, that was amazing. We had a great time. April 29th, I will be in Montreal performing. So I hope you guys, everybody that's in Canada, will come and enjoy the show with me. I'll give all the April 29th. I'll give all the information as as we have them, the flyers, etc. And listen, it was amazing. I really enjoyed the conversation. I
Sabrina, le
was
rouge à
really
lèvres,
happy.
c'est Liaz Cosmetics. Liaz Cosmetics.
Léa, si tu veux encore
Les
la pub,
deux.
faut payer. Là,
Voilà, non, je dis ça à Marraine, parce que je l'appelle Marraine, la propriétaire. Marraine, tu dois me payer pour faire la pub de ton Liaz Cosmetics.
vraiment dit ça alors. So I'm gonna leave you with Telephone, Bounce Baby, Mistake. Which one?
Bounce Baby, because I know it by heart. Mais je les connais toutes par cœur.
Of course.
All the first album, I know it by heart.
Amazing. Shada Gang, this show was brought to you by Shadaware. Thanks for coming again and sticking with us and listening to these beautiful stories. The stories were amazing. Listen, that would be an amazing Netflix movie or even a series in 12 episodes. I'm telling you, like, because
I'm for the 25 episode, like the old good days. 25 episodes,
do you
1
remember
hour
my favorite
episodes.
show? Do you remember my favorite show?
Was
The
Friends?
girl that her husband throw her to the crocodiles and everybody thinks she died, but then she comes back with a new face. Well,
Return to Eden. La vengeance aux deux
la
visages.
vengeance aux deux visages.
You know, I have it on my computer. I will actually look at it tonight before sleeping.
Please
I
send
have
it to me. La
It's free on
vengeance.
YouTube. It's free on YouTube.
What's the name? Send me the link.
Okay, Return to Eden. I'm gonna
Return
send
to
it.
Eden. Listen, guys, if you've never seen that, this is something from
You
the
have
90s. Listen,
to.
you have to see that. So the story is she's a woman. Her husband wants to kill her for, I don't know, insurance, something.
She's the richest woman in Australia.
Exactly. And then her husband throw her in a lake full of
Cheap tennisman.
yeah, throw hers in I don't know, in the water.
I dated a cheap tennisman. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Well, listen. I remember that. And then after that, everybody thinks she's dead, but she gets a face surgery and she becomes like this beautiful woman, and she
A fashion model.
and she comes back to his life to get her money back. So la
And
vengeance aux deux visages.
vengeance.
Listen.
Damn. Okay, bear with us. It was the 80s. That was the it. That was the
That was.
thing. When she comes back and you see her
Oh,
face and
listen.
oh my god.
Tomorrow I'm gonna. I'm showing. Listen. I'm showing all the stuff from the '80s to my wife. I show her
No,
like
you need to
all.
show her. I have the whole list, dude. Just call me. I'll send
I've
it to
show
you.
her
I
like
have
the
the.
old Eddie Murphy movies, Un fauteuil pour deux, all those things. Ghost, all that stuff. I introduced her to a bunch of things.
Oh, great,
Dalia, toi tu
great. She
regardais
has a
ça à
great
Kin.
education then.
Dalia wants to be in your movie. Yeah, you can play one of
You
the
can play
moms,
me,
one of the free
Dalia.
moms.
Attends, return. I'm looking for the link for you while we're speaking. Return to Eden.
Yeah, send it
No,
to me on WhatsApp.
it's one of the first movies I looked for when I got my computer
Oh,
because
Sabrina know it. Le docteur s'appelait Dan.
oui, Dan Marshall.
Oh shit!
He was no, when you look at it now, they look all awful. The Arab prince looks awful. They look all old and so Australian. It's
Now,
strange.
no, now I believe that Sabrina is our age. If she know La Vengeance aux deux visages, she's our age.
Yeah, Sabrina, tu as notre âge en fait.
La Vengeance aux deux visages. What a
No, because
movie.
young people that
They
are
don't know.
25 people that are 25 years today cannot know it because 25 years ago it was still old. It was an old stuff
That's
25
true.
years ago.
Dan
So
Marshall. Oh
Dan
my god.
Marshall and
Let me
Le
see.
Prince Amal.
La Vengeance. Oh, le prince a mal. Aux deux visages.
Mais you need to look at it now in English. It's a brand new movie. It's not the movie you remember because the French people when they translate they
Ah,
miss
yeah,
out.
it was in. Oh, that was the movie. That was the movie. Look at that.
Yeah, that's them. That's
That
them.
was the girl. Oh my
That's her after
god.
transformation.
Greg Marsden. Greg Marsden.
Greg Marsden was the husband. Greg Marsden was the husband. I'm sending you. Where do you want me to send it to you?
What's up? James Smiley alias Dan Marshall. Oh my god. La Vengeance aux deux visages. I gotta see that movie.
Huh?
Did you send me on WhatsApp?
Wait.
Oh my
No,
god.
but you won't see me. I will send it to you because it's on my computer. Go on YouTube and type Return to Eden.
Return to
To
Eden.
Eden. There's one
TV
Return
series.
to Eden AVE01 and it's the first
Yes, yeah.
episode. Oh
Oh
my
my
god,
god.
you have it.
Ah!
That's it. You have it.
I'm watching this now.
Me
Soon as
too.
I
That's
hang
episode
up.
one.
That's what I'm
Episode one.
watching now. Yo.
I
La
love it.
Vengeance aux deux
Stephanie
visages.
Harper.
Oh my god, Stephanie
Stephanie,
Harper.
the richest woman in Australia, Stephanie Harper. They
That was
lied to us.
crazy.
They didn't tell us that the Australian killed the indigenous people so that they could do this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't know back then.
Let's
Back
not
it was
forget.
the time of Crocodile Dundee and stuff.
Are you watching the TV show Yellowstone
No, these
with
days I'm
Kevin
not
Costner?
watching.
No, with Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner, I'm in love since Dances with the Wolves, and Kevin Costner is one of the best ever out there. And he's doing this show, Yellowstone, about a family with a ranch and the way they fight to protect their land, etc. And there are prequels and sequels, to show the story where how we got to be there. And one
Yeah.
of the prequels is 1923, so it's two generations before. And oh my god, and there's the story about the Indian side of the cast. And so they show when the Indian girls were taken into, between brackets, Indian schools, no, Christian schools, to get them off their traditional way of being. It's horrible the
Oh
way
my
they
god.
treat these women. No, it's horrible. C'est la partie la pire de la série, but it's
Oh,
great
I'll
to
check it
see
out.
it for once. It's good to
Now,
see it for once on TV
yeah.
because we know about it. It's never shown
These
on
days,
TV.
I'm only watching Korean stuff these days on Netflix, and the
I
rest
like
is
my
YouTube.
mom. My mom
Yeah,
also. She was
I'm
introduced to K drama, so now it's
I'm
K
into
drama all the
Korean
time.
and Chinese drama. That's all I'm watching these days. Kung
I'm still
Fu
in
and
America. I'm
I
doomed.
left that place a long time ago.
I'm doomed. I only watch American stuff and I'm doomed.
You should watch Physical 100 on Netflix. That's amazing.
I don't have Netflix.
Oh Lord.
No, I don't pay to watch movies. No. I just download. I have 2 websites where I can see everything, TV show, movies, when they come out the next day. I have it on that website for free. So no, I don't
What a
need Netflix.
pirate. What a
Yeah,
pirate.
I've always been a pirate since
I know.
Napster, LimeWire.
Bruce Lee, le jeu de la
J'adorais
barre.
Napster. Napster was great.
It was not great for us.
Yeah,
That's when the CD
sorry,
sales were divided by 10. We're like, what?
but I never downloaded the music from you.
Because you had them for free.
No, because I bought all your albums. I bought them, and your first album, I think I bought it like 20 times because I gave it as present to people. I bought it like,
Yes.
here, listen to Kish. Here. The first albums. I don't know if I still have a copy. I might
I
download
do.
it. I might download it.
I'll send you a link to download an official
Yeah,
one.
no, and I'll have to pay to download it.
I know. I'll give it to you. Come on.
Okay,
That's my rent for
okay,
25
send
years
me
ago.
your whole, all your albums for free.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
All right, sister.
Well,
This
this was a great conversation. Let's do part 2 soon.
Whenever you want. Whenever you're
Well,
free.
it's up to you, darling.
Oh, well,
I'm
listen,
here.
I'm here twice a week.
I'm not doing much right now, so I'm open to talk.
All right. Everybody. Bisous,
Bye.
bisous.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to take at least 2 weeks so I can rest from this night. I'm joking. This is the time I sleep every day.
Me, I have an interview tomorrow morning, so
Okay,
I
go
have
to
to be
bed.
fresh. All right. Bisous, bisous. See
Love
you
you.
soon. Love you too. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, big kisses to my wife and our daughter.
Yeah, I will give them now. Allez, ciao.
Ciao. Do I hang? Woo!
It's the Worldwide Chico coming to your Caribbean city or any pueblo. Myself plus every other MC you know from my crew hit you with the crazy menu will please you with the fat beats, cute hair with lotion. I got no magic potion, just emotion. Music I create, that's a patient. Make a lot of dough and smile, that's my mission. Delicious, specialist, not the Van Down. You wanna play the Van Down? Niggas wanna ambush me, cause bush I bush too much. That's why I stay in the bush. Check out the sound I hit like bamboo. Check out the beats that change the head. The original, 6 crocodile. The original, sexy and wild. Better bounce, baby. Yeah. I'll make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah. I'll make you dance, baby. Make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah. I'll make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah, it's the bomb, baby. It's the bomb, baby.
If sounds good, what's your crime? I'll be a criminal. In the industry, they know me like the musical. Like you know who bring the cream. Organized players, sink Keisha make you scream, Papa. The fast shit, the bad team you need. Baby, don't be worried. How about the way we proceed? Maybe young in the factory, but I study for the 98. Spend the money with me. All the niggas from the West Indies. For the sexes in the club. MC some West Indies. Deja vu in new cities. Famous like the Fugees. Every baby plays. Number one on the menu. Keisha, hit your preview. One more time like your sister, you shine.
Make you dance, Rock make you bounce, Better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah. I'll make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah. I'll make you dance, baby. I'll make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah. I'll make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah. It's the bomb, baby.
It's the bomb, baby.
I know you wanna know who the best that are. No contest, Indies, West to Cuba. Smoke cigarillos, even day festival. Hot like fuego, the music up and better. Sons of Million, black from Haiti to Paris. We got the mad band's diary. You don't know who I be, Stampede. Wasn't big my technique come from. Yo, I'm not a bad seed from a bad sex. That's why I rock Rolex on the arm deck. You don't like it, get Typex. I got the next millennium ready for my text. Feel bad, got it, get a Fervex, incredible. Crazy with style, the irrational. Too many gals, crazy lovable. Though I don't push a legs, I push a bike. But baby's like my sex. Yeah, bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah. Make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah. Make you dance, baby. Make you dance, baby. You better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah. I make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah. It's the bomb, baby. It's the bomb, baby. Baby, yeah, yeah, I'll make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah, I'll make you dance, baby. Make you dance, baby. Better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah, I'll make you dance, baby. You better bounce, baby. Yeah, yeah, it's the bomb, baby. It's the bomb, baby. Yeah, organized Bambino.